any of his friends.
It is not well done, mark you now. Take the tales out of my mouth. Ere it is made and finished, I speak but in the figures and comparisons of it. As Alexander killed his friend Clytus, being in his ales and his cups, so also Harry Monmouth, being in his right wits and his good judgments, turned away the fat knight with the great belly doublet. He was full of jests and gipes and knaveries and mocks. I have forgot his name.
Sir John Falstaff.
That is he. I'll tell you, there is good men porn at Monmouth.
Here comes his Majesty.
Alarum. Enter King Henry and forces, Warwick, Gloucester, Exeter, and others.
I was not angry since I came to France until this instant. Take a trumpet, herald. Ride thou into the horsemen on yon hill. If they will fight with us, bid them come down, or void the field. They do offend our sight. If they'll do neither, we will come to them, and make them skir away as swift as stones enforced from the old Assyrian slings. Besides, we'll cut the throats of those we have, and not a man of them that we shall take shall taste our mercy. Go, and tell them so.
Enter Montjoy.
Here comes the herald of the French, my liege.
His eyes are humbler than they used to be.
How now, what means this, herald? Know'st thou not that I have fined these bones of mine for ransom? Com'st thou again for ransom?
No, great king. I come to thee for charitable license, that we may wander o'er this bloody field to look our dead, and then to bury them, to sort our nobles from our common men. For many of our princes, woe the while, lie drowned and soaked in mercenary blood. So do our vulgar drench their peasant limbs in blood of princes, and their wounded steeds fret fetlock deep in gore, and with wild rage yerk out their armed teals at their dead masters, killing them twice. Oh, give us leave, great king, to view the field in safety, and dispose of their dead bodies.
I tell thee truly, herald, I know not if the day be ours or no, for yet a many of your horsemen peer and gallop o'er the field.
The day is yours.
Praised be God, and not our strength for it. What is this castle called that stands hard by?
They call it Agincourt.
Then call we this the field of Agincourt, fought on the day of Crispin Crispianus.
You were grandfather of famous memory, and please your majesty, and your great uncle Edward, the Black Prince of Wales, as I have read in the chronicles, fought a most brave battle here in France.
They did, Fluellen.
Your majesty says very true. If your majesties is remembered of it, the Welshmen did good service in a garden where leeks did grow, wearing leeks in their Monmouth caps, which your majesty know to this hour is an honourable badge of the service. And I do believe your majesty takes no scorn to wear the leek upon St. Tavy's day.
I wear it for a memorable honour, for I am Welsh, you know, good countryman.
All the water in Wye cannot wash your majesty's Welsh blood out of your body, I can tell you that. God bless it and preserve it, as long as it pleases his grace and his majesty too.
Thanks, good my countryman.
By Jesu, I am your majesty's countryman. I care not who know it. I will confess it to all the world. I need not to be ashamed of your majesty, praised be God, so long as your majesty is an honest man.
God keep me so. Our heralds go with him. Bring me just notice of the numbers dead on both our parts. Call yonder fellow hither.
Points to Williams. Exeunt heralds with Montjoy.
Soldier, you must come to the king.
Soldier, why wearest thou that glove in thy cap?
An't please your majesty, 'tis the gage of one that I should fight withal, if he be alive.
An Englishman.
An't please your majesty, a rascal that swaggered with me last night, who if alive and ever dared to challenge this glove, I have sworn to take him a box of the ear. Or if I can see my glove in his cap, which he swore as he was a soldier he would wear if alive, I will strike it out soundly.
What think you, Captain Fluellen? Is it fit this soldier keep his oath?
He is a craven and a villain else, and please your majesty, in my conscience.
It may be his enemy is a gentleman of great sort, quite from the answer of his degree.
Though he be as good a gentleman as the devil is, as Lucifer and Beelzebub himself, it is necessary, look your grace, that he keep his vow and his oath. If he be perjured, see you now, his reputation is as arrant a villain and a jack sauce as ever his black shoe trod upon God's ground and his earth, in my conscience.
Then keep that vow, sirrah, when thou meetest the fellow.
So I will, my liege, as I live.
Who servest thou under?
Under Captain Gower, my liege.
Gower is a good captain, and is good knowledge and literature in the wars.
Call him hither to me, soldier.
I will, my liege.
Exit.
Here, Fluellen, wear thou this favour for me, and stick it in thy cap. When Alençon and myself were down together, I plucked this glove from his helm. If any man challenge this, he is a friend to Alençon, and an enemy to our person. If thou encounter any such, apprehend him, and thou dost me love.
Your grace does me as great honours as can be desired in the hearts of his subjects. I would fain see the man that has but 2 legs, that shall find himself aggrieved at this glove. That is all. But I would fain see it once, and please God of his grace that I might see.
Knowest thou Gower?
He is my dear friend, and please you.
Pray thee, go seek him, and bring him to my tent.
I will fetch him.
Exit.
My lord of Warwick, and my brother Gloucester, follow Fluellen closely at the heels. The glove which I have given him for a favour may happily purchase him a box of the ear. It is the soldier's. I, by bargain, should wear it myself. Follow, good cousin Warwick. If that the soldier strike him, as I judge by his blunt bearing he will keep his word, some sudden mischief may arise of it. For I do know Fluellen valiant, and, touched with choler, hot as gunpowder, and quickly will return an injury. Follow, and see there be no harm between them. Go you with me, uncle of Exeter.
Exeunt. Scene 8. Before King Henry's pavilion. Enter Gower and Williams.
I warrant it is to knight you, captain.
Enter Fluellen.
God's will and his pleasure, captain, I beseech you now, come apace to the king. There is more good toward you, peradventure, than is in your knowledge to dream of.
Sir, know you this glove?
Know the glove? I know the glove is glove.
I know this, and thus I challenge it.
Strikes him.
Sblood, an arrant traitor as any in the universal world, or in France, or in England.
How now, sir, you villain?
Do you think I'll be forsworn?
Stand away, Captain Gower. I will give treason his payment into ploughs, I warrant you.
I am no traitor.
That's a lie in thy throat. I charge you in his majesty's name, apprehend him. He's a friend of the Duke Alençon's.
Enter Warwick and Gloucester.
How now? How now? What's the matter?
My lord of Warwick, here is, praised be God for it, a most contagious treason come to light, look you, as you shall desire in a summer's day. Oh, here's his majesty.
Enter King Henry and Exeter.
How now, what's the matter?
My liege, here is a villain and a traitor that, look your grace, has struck the glove which your majesty is take out of the helmet of Alençon.
My liege, this was my glove. Here is the fellow of it. And he that I gave it to in change promised to wear it in his cap. I promised to strike him if he did. I met this man with my glove in his cap, and I have been as good as my word.
Your majesty here now, save in your majesty's manhood, what an arrant, rascally, beggarly, lousy knave it is. I hope your majesty is bear me testimony and witness, and will avouchment that this is the glove of Alençon, that your majesty is give me, in your conscience now.
Give me thy glove, soldier. Look, here is the fellow of it. 'Twas I, indeed, thou promisedst to strike, and thou hast given me most bitter terms.
And please your majesty, let his neck answer for it, if there is any martial law in the world.
How canst thou make me satisfaction?
All offences, my lord, come from the heart. Never came any from mine that might offend your majesty.
It was ourself thou didst abuse.
Your Majesty came not like your